All right, reckless with economics, transgender, hate mail, homosexual, hate mail, atheist, hate mail, basically me reacting to a bunch of screen caps on YouTube and DeviantArt that are against these, that are in response to comments I made, or comments that are in response to comments I made against these deviant lifestyles, and a few other things. Trigger warning, let's continue back to somebody getting it wrong. Me correcting someone who got it wrong with trying to say the Bible doesn't say that you should, doesn't say the Bible doesn't say that our lifestyle's wrong. Well, yeah, it does. Women must not wear men's clothing or wear women's clothing for the Lord your God detests and does this. Deuteronomy. Why? Lying lives the right to the Lord. They are the light. Next. Light. Next we have someone says, it's people like you who think that others have the right to control and not be happy or a real problem because you're saying that we should not sin. Yeah. So what? And someone says, well, you go on and on about a fictional God who hates people because I say he's fictional and hates people. No basis on that. All right, well, if your God wants to condemn people that had nothing but want to live their lives in peace through sin, then your God is a jerk. I hope you can find it in your heart to accept people. Your act of going out of your way to tell people they're wrong through truth, proves you can't. And for that, are you really a good person? Yes. I'm trying to say stop. Can you live knowing the lives lost for those trying to resist their temptations through lies? You're more evil than any of them ever were, because I say that's what evil is. Evil is people saying, don't do evil. Don't sin. That's evil. No, it isn't. I say, by saying people should need to resist temptation to sin. A good one. By telling people to stop following this lifestyle, often ends with suicide. That often ends with suicide. I saw people from committing suicide. Some have transition and then ended it all. Sorry. Or, I'm not monetized. No. So it's like, yeah, no. I hope you do realize the Bible has also been really racist, based on what people have worshipped, not what race they are. In which case, I don't see why you defend it, considering those videos on your channel, live videos, your channels. That's actually only cherry-picking things like it's for your homophobia, gasp emoji. I say, the slavery that was in the Bible is not civil war slavery. Back then, you could be a slave for a day, leave the master for another one. Also, I am not cherry-picking verses. I inform you and everyone else what the Bible says about this stuff. There are only a few verses that say stealing is wrong, but they're there. It's the same thing. Next. Oh crap! The volume button's in the way. Oh no! Guys, in case you didn't know, you know your religion get to decide what other people do with their lives and bodies. Because I say they don't. They want to stick with their other religion. It figures that when people point out all the stupid things, the stuff the Bible says, you get quiet real fast by pointing out that stuff's wrong and destroying those arguments. If you actually ever watch the video, there's really outrageous stuff in there. Well, I say it's outrageous because it's out of context. We should resist your temptation to be straight because people like you don't need to reproduce. I'm sure I'm sometimes sinful about the straight sex too, when it isn't just to get kids. You're trying to bully gay people into turning or living their lives. The full, because some people don't agree with just not going to work as it shouldn't. You don't even go as far as to compare the drug addicts. Are you serious? If you get to the health aspect about it, can catch about the same from sleep with someone of the opposite sex, or in general, if you're not careful, not that stuff. So there's some things you can't. With all the other including yourself, it looks like you fit the shoes well. You only have your religion to hide behind. If anything, the world will benefit more for you less straight couples. We're getting away from way too often anyway, because that's what I say, misinformation, because the misinformation I read. Excuse us while we check out how Antarctica doesn't have that many people on it, how Alaska doesn't have that many people in it, how Texas doesn't have many people in it, Australia doesn't have many people in it, so it takes 2 hours to go from ranch to ranch, how there are ranches, there's all kinds of places where there are not that many people at all, so apparently not overpopulated. Very sad. Continue on here. So I say, no, we aren't, because they're trying to use the population argument. And here's another problem with saying the homosexuality, helps the population argument. It helps the population. It doesn't. Okay, a male gay couple, if they want to have kids, will find a female and fertilize her eggs with their sperm. A female gay couple, if they want to have kids, will find a male to fertilize their eggs and make babies that way. So yeah, I'm sorry. It does not. It does not help with population at all. Get here. I say no, we are. We're filling certain areas of the world, and yet some others are nearly empty. Yeah, there are nearly any aren't nearly are there are nearly any people. And there are rules of the Bible regarding sexual relations. No having sex with someone you aren't related to. No having sex with someone who you are not married to. Things like that. And the homosexual lifestyle is bad because it's about relating against God's ways. So I'll stop fighting against it. Hate all me all you want. It is not happening. Continue on. No, it's not. We continue straight. Okay. Attraction to the same gender, part of evolution. No, it isn't. You know that if you ever do a biology class that I like. I say, and what a mistake that is. Also, there's action not create babies. It harms the human population. How can the species evolve? It can't reproduce. So bad. Continue on. God help them. Let's go here. Yeah, just saw invoice for a certain place we used to live, and I say God help them because that place is horrible. Bad stuff. Blaming us for stuff that we did not was not our fault. But they said it was. And that place most likely should have been torn down and rebuilt. It was terrible. The on here. Yeah, it was terrible. Also, do I get why you see why religion is the right way to live? Lying is bad. Getting into temptation to sin is bad. No, I don't know why. I get why you can't see why religion is the right way to live. Lying is bad. Giving into temptation to sin is bad. I say to someone else. We are quote someone else. We're not people trying to quote the Bible they're not people trying to quote the Bible during the Civil War as the war. Why interracial marriages should be a thing? I'm probably using the word excuse to try and arrest people read more. Dang it. So I said, why is love a sin? Well, not love. Homosexual acts are sin. The dedication of happiness says zero life and brings happiness. Love is happiness, isn't it? Kind of, but no. Not so sin is bad. So get away from it. Because as a lesbian female, I support. As a heterosexual male, I do not. Someone says, you can't use their religion as an excuse. I'm Christian. I'm not homophobic. I'm not using, falling to religion like I should. Someone said, I said to someone else, leave it alone already. I can't do that. Oh, yeah. We got more hate mail from my best friend comes you secrets from me. Where a boy first went over testicles says he's a girl first went over. He's not. So I say, I leave her alone already. I can't do that. Also, you don't grow out of being male or female. You're assigned male or female because of what electrical organs you're born with. Testicles are male, ovaries are female. He was born with testicles, so he's male. You're confused about what being male or female, what being male and female are. So it's not about being female because he believes his feelings are more like a female. But there's no male or female feeling. I have to help him see that. And so I say, it's not an excuse. It's what I were told to do. A woman must not marry woman's clothing, nor a man woman's clothing, for the Lord your God detests anyone who does this. Deuteronomy 25. And why? Lying lives an abomination to the Lord, but they that deal truly are his light. Proverbs 22:5. Wait. Not 25. 12:22. Got it wrong. It's in the Bible to fight against this stuff. Next. Why are gays so bad in your eyes? Homosexual lifestyle is wrong because it's sinning against God. So there we go. I know I've been rude with past months, but I honestly like to know. Seeing as being, I see as being myself, and it's not being yourself. It's being temptation to sin there. I want to know what you see us, what you see us as, and why you dislike us. Like committing homosexual acts is part of you. It's falling for the devil's temptation to sin. He's trying to destroy you with that stuff, and I am trying to warn you about it. I feel like someone watching people walk toward a cliff. I'm telling them that they should turn around before it's too late. They are angry that I would even think to warn them about certain death. How dare you say this is bad? They say. Look at the scenic view. They are forgetting the jagged rocks at the bottom and the rip current that'll take them to a watery grave. There is even a sign memorializing all the people who have died because of this stuff. They blame everything but the stuff that is actually killing them, and that was erased because it was the truth. Continue on. Why is love a sin? Love is not a sin. Certain sexual acts are, though. Why are gays so bad in your eyes? Okay, that's where it's from. And I ask you to change who you are. We ask you to stop sinning, and you can't. You said telling people they're just being gay is, dang it. What is this? It speaks for league others. League sitting away from sinning. Well, this young lady over here isn't. Well, this young lady over here isn't sinning because he says he's a young lady and lying. That's not a sin, is it? Oh, yeah, it is. You want to say she is, he is, and you have no proof that she is because I say you don't, but you do. I had a conversation 1,000 times. They always given false verses within the incorrect context of meaning by showing the Bible, what the Bible says, and I'm like, that's false because I say it's false. I'm not gonna look it up because it's probably in the Bible, every Bible, because that's the truth. But I'm not gonna continue on. I also think this is weird that you don't reply to anything else I said in the comments yet, or see that you know that you're wrong and are choosing to stay on the edge.